Hi there, this is going to be a daily reading for Wednesday, February 27th. And reminder, as if you guys don't hear me say it enough, this is general. May not resonate with every motherfucker. Time is an illusion and energy is fluid, so just because it's dated for a particular day doesn't mean it's only relevant for that day. Watch all of the readings because some of them might be relevant for you in divine timing and it may not be when it's dated. Okay, so always watch videos when you feel drawn to watch them. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of feeling out what deck I want to use here. I'm gonna do the Crystal Visions actually. I couldn't quite figure out what I wanted to do because I'm kind of all over the place right now. Sorry guys. I had a very clear idea that I was going to use Golden Universal and then something stopped me. So let's do this, okay? I'm going to start doing when I have time, I'm going to start doing March zodiac signs when I have time. Knight of Swords. Something's coming in quickly. Something was manifested quickly. Whew, Magician right after. There's communication of something coming in swiftly. You don't see it coming, and it's something that is has been manifested. It already is manifested. It's just now waiting for it to come to fruition. And you don't see it coming, seriously. Like, I can feel it. It's like this. I talked about this last night on my live on Instagram, xi_missy_xi, that I really felt like a lot of things are going to start happening, and it's going to happen not in the way you had envisioned it to be. It'll be everything you've ever wanted, but it just will not be the way that you had expected it to be. Hence, you don't see it coming like that, because I think you're expecting a particular person or a particular thing or particular the way it's supposed to happen and when. And it's like it catches you off guard. But it all comes in divine timing. The Magician is about manifesting something, creating something. Some of you, this is creativity for some of you. Some of you may get into a collaboration with a person where you guys end up creating something. This could be business. It could also be creating a child, right? Getting together and starting a new life together. But it's something creative. Hold on. With Judgment, 10 of Wands, Judgment, and the Queen of Swords. 10 of Wands is putting some kind of a burden down. Something's closing out here. And with Judgment, too. It's a final decision. Someone here makes a final decision. Queen of Swords is air, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. But this is also more so about making a final decision because Queen of Swords energy would be air, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But it's any sign that is just very logical and decisive and very sure about something. And we had the King of Swords in yesterday's reading for the 26th. It's counterparts. And both ends have to make some type of decision, and it has to be final. And something tells me what is going to move this forward, right? This offer or whatever this is, what moves it forward is making a decision on something. And I have a feeling it's letting something go. 10 of Wands it is. It's putting a burden down, right? It's something coming to an end. Queen of Swords too, she can't be fucked with. You can't pull one over on her. You know, if you're going to come at the Queen of Swords energy, you're going to come correct. And so I feel like this offer has been in the works for a bit. It gets presented to you quickly and what have you, and almost spontaneously. But it's something that I feel like it's been in the works. See, Page of Swords, spying, watching. Keep getting the Page of Swords. It's also people doing more research too, right? Like I said, the Queen of Swords, you know you got to come at her correct. You can't come with her with a half-ass offer. She'll laugh in your face and rip up the contract and you'll never have a second chance. This is also in love. If you come at her sideways and you try and come at her with a half-ass offer, she's going to laugh in your motherfucking face, honey. Because she knows her worth and she's very good at drawing a line in the sand to let people know this is the boundaries, this is what the standards are, and this is what I expect. You know, she can be slightly cold and aloof, and that also can be a bit off-putting for people because then they're not quite sure how to read this person, whether this is love or in career. Because if someone's trying to, you know, do business with you and they can't read you, it's hard when you can't read people. Someone here is doing more research on you, or research on something to make sure what they offer you is prime, or they're spying on you, just completely just spying. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is block. Shit, hold on. They really want me to bend today. Getting me ready, honey, for them squats on. Oh, never mind. The Ace of Pentacles. Bitch, you know what I was going to say if you know me well. I was going to say they're getting me ready to be squatting and bending down for that dangling. Technically, I am single, right? So, but, you know, I feel him coming. Come through, boo-boo. I can feel my fucking emperor coming through, honey. The Ace of Pentacles is the offer. The offer. It's 11:11 in Hawaii. The offer. Some of you, it's marriage. And it happens so fast too. It's just like in the blink of an eye. It's just like you with this person hanging out and shit, and you just look at them and they look at you and you be all, you want to get married? If it was my counterpart, I'd say yeah. And this is the other thing too, what could be a block here with the Seven of Wands. I've talked about this recently, and many I think can relate, is that we may have had this idea in our head of this particular person and what we wanted and all these things, and that's great to have. But we have to sometimes be very open and, you know, let our guards down to whatever coming in that is for our greater good. Meaning, you've heard me say repetitively, I'm going to be a football wife. I'm going to be a football wife. I know it, I know it, I know it. And the reality is that, what if that's not what's destined for me, regardless of what I think? By me constantly only adhering to that and being on the lookout for that, or only entertaining athletes, is blocking out other people, right? Blocking out other people that really are meant for me. And I think that once this month, once I realize that I'm going to be open to whatever's meant for me, because what if someone comes in that's not an athlete, but still is like even better, you know, and just like the Christian Grey and everything I've ever asked for. And what if he's not tall? It's okay. As long as it's my counterpart and I'm in love. It's like some of us are letting our defenses down and opening ourselves up to infinite possibilities is my point. And I feel like the second that you have opened yourself up to infinite possibilities, the offer of your dreams will come in. It will start to manifest because it's pending. It's been sitting in queue, kind of like waiting for you to get on the right vibration. See, Four of Cups. You've been saying, no, I only want that cup. I only want that cup. It has to be this person. It has to be that person. No, no. Even for me, I was like, no way. I'm a football wife. I know it. I know this. I know it. Like, and I would entertain these athletes, and more athletes would be coming in, and I'd just be like, but they weren't the ones. But they weren't, I could feel it immediately going, no, this is the Four of Cups energy. You just know. It's unrequited. It's like, no, it's not, no, it's not them. It's no, it's just not. And then I had this light bulb moment, like, ding, ding, ding. Thinking about, they're real slick too. They wanted me to watch some of my old videos from last year. And in one very, very specific video that I watched, I pulled from the Doreen Virtue Romance Angels deck the card that said, your soulmate may not be your usual type of expectation. And then I had this really big ding, ding, ding moment of, oh, but it resonated so deeply. And I went, I'm just ready for love. My counterpart is going to be my fucking king, my everything. And it was us letting that go. 10 of Swords with the 10 of Wands. You have 2 10s. These are completions of cycles. These are endings, the ending of sitting here like this, because, you have this idea of what it is you want, and those are great options and great ideas, but it's almost as if you're settling because it's not what's meant for you. And it's like betrayal of your own fucking self. Ten of Swords is betrayal. It's like you betraying your motherfucking self by only sticking to what you think it is and by not being open. Six of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is this card of balance and reciprocity. Opening yourself up and getting ready to receive is what I just heard. So putting the guards down, right? Putting all of these expectations to the side and just being really open to what is meant for me will be meant for me, and allowing that to come in and being open to receive. Okay? Eight of Pentacles is a person that's really focused on something here. There's the Emperor lurking as usual. Okay? Really invested and working hard on something. I feel like some of you started to work really hard on opening yourself up. That's what I feel it was. Opening up and allowing yourself to not just give love, but also work on the fact that I have to prepare to be able to receive love, which is my issue. I'm okay giving love. I'm spectacular at it. What I'm not so great at is receiving it. And even myself, you guys have heard me share with you that I've had to also let go of the fact that I didn't want him to come in to spoil me or come into... I always would say, I don't want to be with a famous person because I don't want to be famous just because my husband's famous. And I don't want him to come in here and save me. I can save myself, you know, but that was because of all of these things that have happened to me in the past, of why I had this, you know, bitter taste in my mouth about a man with money, because he will use it against me and use it as leverage. But, you know, through time, we heal through that and we understand that not everybody like your damn ex. And why would it not be okay to be somebody's famous, you know, have your husband be famous and you be his wife? What's wrong with that? And I started having these realizations of all these blocks that I put up energetically to say, I'm not going to do this and he better not be that and blah, 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 blah. And I was literally blocking my blessings. And we're now really working on breaking down those walls to say, listen, okay, so if he is famous, okay. I just had this in my head of like, I don't want that to happen, because then people will say she's only famous because of her husband, and oh, she made it now because of her husband. But what's wrong with that? You know, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with, you know, being destined to be with a man who is already very successful and established? So what? I don't care. I'm going to be just proud of him regardless what his status is, whether he's famous or he's not. The point of the matter is that who cares? I had this like epiphany to go, holy motherfuck, Missy. That's a huge block to say, I don't want him to be this and that and this and that and that because I want to build from the ground up and shit. But it's like, well, my energy just may not attract someone who's building from the ground up. My energy is going to attract someone who's already established an emperor-like, which means he already has an empire. Wow, epiphany after epiphany after epiphany February has been filled with, aunties. For myself personally, and I feel this is also collective, we're just breaking down all of these walls. Strength, could be Leo, but strength is also us having this moment of taming our ego. This is not ego to say, I want to build it. I want to do it. I don't want you to help me. No, 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 that's ego. For me, it was, at least. Everybody's going to be different. For me, it was. I didn't want people to say, oh, you only have that because of your husband. You only have that because your husband's famous. Or you only have this business because your husband has connections. That was ego for me, because it's not about that. If you want to be honest about it, it's not about, well, how you have it. It's that it's meant for you and you're destined for it. And this really is about taming the ego, because you see her, she's here petting this lion, honey. Lion is ego. There's a tower on the bottom. Very much these epiphanies, these light bulb moments, enlightenment, all throughout February. It was just amazing. Whew. This card came out earlier and I didn't want to speak about it yet because they told me not to. And Two of Cups fell on top of it. And here we go. The Two of Cups fell on top of the Ten of Cups. I rest my fucking case. Ten of Cups, as we know, is just happily ever after. The feeling of having it all. My cup runneth over, motherfucker. And then you have the Two of Cups pouring into each other's cups. This is a soulmate connection. This is a twin flame connection. This is union, counterparts, whatever you want to look at it as. This is the one. It's you. And now we are pouring into each other's cups without conditions. There's no conditions to say, well, you can come in my life and be my husband, but you can't spend no money on me. Well, you can come into my life and be my husband, but you can't make me famous because you're famous. There's no conditions to this. This is just us being open to saying, it doesn't matter what profession you are. It doesn't matter about how you look physically. It's about whether we are a vibrational match and whether we are meant for each other. Maybe some of you vowed in past lives to find each other in this life, and to make it just a little more difficult and a little to give it a little more oomph and to learn something more from it, maybe you guys decided that you wouldn't be each other's types. Maybe you guys thought that'd be funny as fuck to go, you know what, babe, in that life that we're gonna find each other and come back together and save the world, let's just not be each other's type, okay? Let's have little obstacles and things that will keep us from each other, because we love each other so much, we're gonna recognize each other. We're gonna, I'm gonna recognize you no matter what. And you know, for some of you, you did, and for some, it was a little tougher. This is just, this union is coming together. This union of two people that may not be each other's type. That one, or maybe both, may have had reservations and have had guards up. But this is magnetic. There's a magnetic pull. You can run, but you cannot hide. You know, I was saying last night on, you know, my Instagram that it was basically like we channeling our inner Fujis, honey. Ready or not, you can hide. I'm gonna find you and make you want me. We're making up our own words. You guys know I can't sing for shit, but that don't stop me from doing it. Music is healing, honey. Just like laughter is the best medicine, music is healing. Ready or not, here I come. You can hide. I'm gonna find you. That's this whole vibe right here. It's just like you can hide, but what's yours is yours. Your destiny is gonna find you. And I take comfort in that, knowing I don't have to quite chase it and beg for it. It will find me, and something tells me he already has, and he's just kind of watching me say all these ridiculous things like, oh, I only want a baller, he has to be this, he has to be that. He's probably looking at me thinking, okay, I have no chance then, because these are all the things that she says she wants. And probably just sitting there going, that's not me. My husband's going to be an emperor. He's going to be very well established, maybe famous, maybe on the cover of Forbes, right? Maybe he, you know, invented some, came up with the cure of some disease or something. I don't know, maybe he had this creative invention or something. I don't know who he's going to be, but he's going to be of that quality, that caliber. But I have to be open to how it comes in. And here we go. Past life relationship. You've known each other before. You guys just look at each other and you just know. But I feel like for some of you, it was like this sudden, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Because something happened to me this particular month where I started to look at somebody differently and went, I think it's you. But I feel like he already knows it's me. But he hasn't said that, and I haven't said it to him because we're not on that level. And it hasn't quite manifested that way yet. But it's like this thing where I'm going, oh my God, it's you, isn't it? And I have a mean motherfucking feeling he's going, bitch, I've been trying to mental telepathy that to you. Something just tells me that. You know, you have this extreme connection with this person already. It's a soulmate connection. And here you go. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. It's undeniable. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And this is all about being really positive about it and being open. You see what I'm saying? And allowing it to come to you the way it's meant to come. Without any conditions to it. Without saying, well, it better look like that. And he better be like this. And I don't date people that are like that. You know that it's going to be everything you've ever wanted. You just won't even know it. In the moment, you're going to go, that's everything I ever wanted. And I feel like that. I'm going, oh my God, if it's him, it's even better than I've ever, it's even better than I couldn't dream it. Imagine that, like being so limited before, thinking, oh, it has to be this type of a person, it has to be that type of this, it has to be that whatever. And then all of a sudden, this new opportunity smacks you in your fucking face and you don't see it coming. It's so tower like, it just boom. And I go, oh, oh. And I almost feel like the angels in the universe are like this. Bitch, took you long enough. Because now I'm kind of looking back and seeing all these signs and I'm going, But as I told you guys, I don't want to get into the details of this because I feel very much so like they're hushing me, like, let it come to full fruition. Let it come, let him come, let you guys get together, let you get married, do all these things, and then speak about it, because you know it's just not quite there yet. He came in like a wrecking ball energetically and smacked me upside my head, and I was like, and I really did, I was like, it's you, isn't it? Wow, these sudden realizations that we're having, huh? One more shuffle. We're gonna take 3. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. For some of you guys that have things that you need to let go of, that those might be the things that you have to, you know, put down the burdens for, as far as, you know, the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands go. Passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. This is for those of you that are experiencing this, and I shared this in the month of January. It started for me, that all of a sudden people were like looking at you like hi. And it's this magnetic quality that you have. Like, you can't even go put gas without people being like, hi. You can't go to the grocery store without people being like, oh. It's this weird thing, but it's because you are just really like owning your fucking Empress goddess vibes, which is why this is going to start to come to fruition, and this emperor person, this godlike person, is going to come into your life because it's, you are exuding that energy like attracts like. A message for you. Oh God, I love this card. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Now, this is just a little comfort for those of you that are going, well, is it going to come? Well, what if it's already here? Shocking. Now, I'm not saying because it's somebody that's in your life already that you know. That's not what I'm saying. Although for some of you, I mean, it's possible. I mean, for me, that's not the case. It's not like, oh my God, Missy, was it someone that you had in your life all this time and you just didn't know it? No. It's a brand new motherfucker. I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? But I know him because it's like, oh my God, past life. And it's this connection that you're going to have with this person. But it's like, I just saw a triangle in my head again. I'm trying to talk to you guys. If you watched my live one time, they were showing me this triangle. I literally just saw it again right before I'm about to close out this reading. There's a lot of meanings to that, but during that one live I saw it, it was like 2 become 1. It was just like this. It was a triangle, and yes, it could be the pyramids of Egypt, but it also is about, you know, there's a lot of geometrical symbols and shit that's going to start popping off that people are seeing, are going to start to see, primarily masculine energy. Feminine starts, they see other things, but a lot of the masculines are very into like things like the Merkaba. They're very into things like the Fibonacci numbers and sequence and spirals and all these things, Melchizedek kind of an energy, the brotherhood and things. So masculines that are going to be coming into union are more attracted to those types of symbols and shit. But I'm seeing it in my head. It's a triangle. And I have to go look up what exactly the triangle would mean. I'm not quite sure, but something tells me it's going to be very different for everybody, and it's going to have a very deep meaning for everybody. But it feels like it's missing something. Like it's one piece to the puzzle. That's what it feels like, is what I feel like I want to say. It's like it's a missing piece. There's something else that goes with it or something. I don't know. Either that or I'm missing something to it. I'm not sure. Triangle has 3 points too. Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, and Source. It could be so many different meanings to this, okay, you guys? So don't comment and say, Missy, you know what it is, blah, blah, because it's going to be different for everybody. You know, just take what resonates with you. If you feel that it's whatever, then take what resonates. It could be for me personally, and then therefore, you know, it's not going to make sense to anybody else. But there's something with this triangle. I'm gonna let that simmer, because they're saying let it go, let it go, let it go. Don't dive into it. Just let it go. It'll come. It'll come. But I feel like it was a symbol of something too. Like almost like somebody needed to hear this as like a sign. I have to do another reading because I was feeling the energy when I did yesterday's reading for the 26th of it's like you're haunting them or they're haunting you. I feel like the masculine energy or the ones about to come into union soon, which we're calling the emperors, right? The emperor energy. They feel almost haunted by signs and synchronicities, and then possibly they stumble on you. Or they can't get you out of their head and they keep shelving it, and then they keep like saying no, but something keeps drawing them back to it and they can't get you out of their head. Like, I might have to do a reading about that, okay? Anyways, you guys, I gotta go. All right, so reminder, I'm gonna be in California in a couple weeks. If you'd like to purchase your tickets to come and see me at my meet and greet, click on the links below. I am only doing emergency readings right now, $140 for 30 minutes. Very soon, I'm gonna announce, you know, a very small portion that I'll be taking, small requests for recorded readings, okay? Which you guys know I haven't done in a long time. But I will open that up again for a very small period of time. All right, you guys. This has been an interesting reading. I love you guys so very much. Bye.